Livia Drusilla was the daughter of M. Livius Drusus Claudinius and eventually became known as the Mater Materae for her role in helping Augustus restore Rome. Livia was the first married to Tiberius Claudius Nero. She had two children by him, Tiberius, who became the second emperor of Rome, and Drusus, who was a soldier and died a soldier's death. She married Augustus in 38 BC. They had no live children, which resulted in Augustus adopting her sons Tiberius and Drusus. Livia Drusilla went from being a mere mortal to being deified because of her position within the imperial family that allowed her to promote the women's cults and temples. We must first look at the Forma Urbis Romea fragments that were discovered in Rome in 1562. These fragments were from 150 marble slabs that formed a detailed map of ancient Rome. The slabs covered the exterior of this building. When the map was no longer useful, the marble slabs were broken down and used as fill in the foundation of new buildings throughout Rome. Archaeologists have slowly been discovering map fragments which have been used to piece together what ancient Rome looked like. Livia's porticus was discovered on these fragments. The porticus was commissioned by Augustus for Livia in 15 BC. It took 8 years to complete, and in 7 BC, Tiberius and Livia dedicated the porticus in celebration of Tiberius' triumph. 6 months later, Livia dedicated the Ides Concordia, which is located within the porticus.
The Ides Concordia was a temple with a long-established role of being the protector of a harmonious marriage. The renovation and dedication of the temple cast Livia in the role as the guardian of traditional Roman family life, a role that Livia nurtured by financing the refurbishment of other women's temples such as the Mater Materae, a cult which focused on the important stages of a woman's life. In her role as the guardian of women, Livia also financed dowries for those who did not have them, which resulted in an increase in marriages. While Livia was refurbishing women's temples, her actions were restoring the traditional role of women and the family within ancient Rome. Livia's action to restore traditional values in Rome earned her many honors. The first was sacrosanctity, which was an honor traditionally held for tribunes and vestal virgins. The next was a public statue, something unheard of for a woman during that time. She also received a second statue after the death of Drusus. It was meant to draw attention to her as a mother who had important sons. As time went by, many women's shrines had statues of Livia within them, and marriages were considered valid only if they were performed in front of her statue. Finally, Livia began to be referred to as the Mater Materae, or the mother of the country. Inviolability and the worship of her statue elevated Livia's position within Rome, which led to her deification. Livia used her position as wife of Augustus to gain power with women and men who strove for marital harmony and a return to traditional Roman family values. Livia, the first imperial woman, used her position as Augustus's wife to promote the role of women in marriage and family. Livia's porticus and the promotion of the women's cults, such as the Concordia and the Mater Materae, emphasized the traditional roles of women such as marriage, motherhood, and the care and rearing of children. By promoting these cults, Livia was bringing the role of women to the forefront of the Roman public. She was using her position as a way to increase awareness of the role of women in the empire, and along the way, Livia increased her prestige to the point of deification.
Livia Drusilla went from being a mere mortal to being deified because of her position within the imperial family that allowed her to promote the women's cults and temples.